So I have with me the newest member of the Motorola One franchise family. This is the Motorola One Zoom. This features a beautiful 6.4-inch full HD OLED display on the front, stretching to the top and the bottom of the display of the device. There's just a small water drop notch for the 25 megapixel selfie camera. But the real star of this phone is around the back side. This is Motorola's first ever quad camera system. You've got 4 different sensors on the phone to capture the perfect photo for any occasion. And I'll go through the camera a little more in a second. There's also the iconic Motorola logo that actually lights up with an LED, and it changes around to give you different notifications if you're getting a text or a phone call. So let's talk a little bit more about the camera. This camera features 4 lenses. The first main sensor is a 48 megapixel sensor with quad pixel technology. It outputs beautiful 12 megapixel photos with huge 1.6 micron pixel size. There's also an 8 megapixel 3 times telephoto camera for high-res optical zoom. You can get really much closer to the subject with high-res optical zoom, which also features optical image stabilization to keep the camera steady, because it's especially important when you're zoomed in really close and every shake of your hand causes a disruption. So optical image stabilization smooths out your photos for really beautiful telephoto shots. The third camera is an ultra wide angle lens. So you can zoom out and capture 4 times more of the scene in your shots. You can get really great photos with more context. The fourth camera is a depth camera, which gives you beautiful portrait mode photos with great background blur. So you can have a fantastic photography experience and beautifully blur the background to bring your subject to light. You can also change the amount of blur in the background if you want a soft background or really heavy blur or anything in between. The Motorola One Zoom also has a 4,000 milliamp hour battery built in that'll power the phone for 2 full days. It's also running Android 9 Pie with great Moto experiences layered on top, like Moto Actions and Moto Display, all your favorites like Chop Chop to turn on the flashlight, as well as Twist Your Wrist to open up the camera. These are things that consumers really love about Motorola One Zoom. It's powered by an octa-core Snapdragon 675 processor. It has a USB-C charging port on the back, as well as a built-in headset jack, and the speaker deck up on the front with 3 microphones. Also has a removable SD card with additional storage up to 512 megabytes. This is the brand new Motorola One Zoom, fantastic new quad sensor technology phone from Motorola. The Motorola One Zoom will be available starting at 429 euros in 3 beautiful colors. This one here is Cosmic Purple. There's also a gray and a brushed bronze variant as well. And there's this very special finish on the back that we call satin glass. It includes a 7-layer process that results in a really smooth finish, beautiful curvature that resists fingerprints, really comfortable to hold in your hand, also very beautiful to look at. The Motorola One Zoom will be available in a variety of countries across Europe, Latin America, and the United States. Coming soon in the next couple of weeks.